With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Thanks, buddy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They don't want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47.
What up?
1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What's your name? Yeah, I'm playing my man in the other league. What? We can though.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
We can do whatever.
In the field goal range, they're in a good spot. You know that people are starting to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
That's right.
All right.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll drop to throw.
Oh.
Is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit him with the play action. And you can see the defender.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll try the option right here. 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over in his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he's got room. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
it's easy to just take off.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins powers through it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that would get me off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman
Stepped out of bounds.
have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
It's something, and this just takes off. This takes no time.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can have it.
Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be called in one-handed. Wow. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps. 122.
Why would you get a ball if you got bras?
Martinez, Jorge. 127.
Why'd you get a ball and then get the top? Why do you have on the TV and when you watch TV? Put you on the turn.
Upgrade your adventure. There are more choices with the largest selection of free 5G phones and more 5G coverage on the T-Mobile network. Upgrade your 5G and get more. Only at Metro. Second favorite festival on home. Fest. Blue Dino. Super flavor. With our largest capacity third rack dishwashers for Whirlpool, you won't have to leave that final month. Blender jar or last dirty dish behind. Look more, run less. With Whirlpool.
It's a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
You know, following up on his head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry from Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 29, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That's out quickly to Bateman. 7 yards to pick up there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, a run with
Damn,
Dobbins.
babies.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
Man, this is why I don't like that. All you got to do is run back and take off.
Before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6 on 32nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will hold the Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, Dobbins down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the ball, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's second and a yard. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop to throw. Ebron caught left side.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jet sweep on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short at first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I think the ball's out.
Look at that.
Ravens. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hands.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it one a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. He's got a man, complete, fighting through it, he's got space. And into the end zone, touchdown, Pittsburgh. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, here's Dalvin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 38, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another
continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.